doing, baby?
All right, guys, back here again with Chip and Putt. I'm Chip, he's Putt. Today we got a lot to talk about. First, we're going to go over the RSM Classic, which, yeah, my picks didn't do too well. I had Max Homa, who didn't even make the cut. I had Joaquin Neiman, who my dad advised me to pick.
He was a sucker. I took advantage of him.
You know, he's young. He's really good.
He's young, and I'm taking advantage of him.
He didn't make the cut either. Then I had Cameron Smith was the only player I had who made the cut, and he finished tied for fourth, so he did pretty well.
He got 10 points.
10 points because he finished in the top 10. Only one spot away from being in the top 3. So, but it is what it is. I got 10 points. 10 points for only one player making the cut is pretty good, so I'm happy with that. And I had CHIP&PUTT as my long shot, and he didn't even make the cut either.
No, CHIP&PUTT really started off well, but then he just, I don't know what happened. He looked good at the first round, and then he just went to pot. I don't know what happened to CHIP&PUTT.
Yeah.
That kid, he seems like he's got a great swing. I don't know, maybe it's mentality. I don't know what it is.
He has to put it together.
But anyways, I did it okay. I ended up with my 3 top picks were Webb Simpson. He ended up in 8th place. That was 10 points. Scotty Scheffler just made he started off well. He
did the same thing. He started off great, and then he shot at 74 and a 75.
But he changed his caddy. He had a brand new caddy for this week. He ended up in 57th place, but still he made the cut, gave me 1 point. And Corey Connors, he finished 22nd, gave me 2 points. My total for the week was 13 points. Mike had 10 points. So our total for up to this point, we're doing 10 tournaments, is I have a total of 35 points. Mike has a total of 19 points. Now with this format that we're using, Mike could just leapfrog me in 1 week without a problem, because the way it works is first is 20 points, top 3 is 15 points, top 10 is 10 points, top 20 is 5 points, top 30 is 2 points, cut made is 1 point, and then we have a long shot, which it only counts if they win, and that's worth 30 points, and we have to agree on the long shot.
Yeah, Taylor Gooch won it, and that kind of had me a little rattled because I picked Taylor Gooch last week.
You picked him the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and he didn't even make the cut last week. And I thought about picking him again this week, but I was like, I didn't make the cut last week, and then I didn't pick him. And then he wins. He freaking wins the week I don't pick him.
But that's golf.
And then I picked Seamus Powers, too. I picked him a couple weeks ago as well. He didn't make the cut, and look at him. He finished second, I believe.
Golfer never knows when he's going to peak, and there's so much competition. That's why you'll never see another Tiger Woods.
No.
When Tiger Woods played, he was almost every tournament he ever played in his prime, he was a part of. There'll never be another Tiger Woods. I can't see it. Nobody out there has the mentality or the intensity to win like Tiger Woods did. Tiger Woods was always hungry, never wanted to lose or finish second. That's Tiger Woods' mentality. Some of these players out there, they have great talent, they just don't have the mentality. When it really, you think about it, that's the advantage that Tiger Woods had over most of these other players, was mentality, because when Tiger Woods got matched up in the final round with, say, another player, the other player fell apart. Phil Mickelson fell apart multiple times. It wasn't until Phil Mickelson's later years, when he was approaching 50, where he could take Tiger Woods. But in their prime, when they were both in their prime, I would take Tiger Woods every day. But anyways, guys, that's what we got for this week.
There's no golf going on this week, obviously, because of Thanksgiving. So we're gonna do football picks. We're gonna do predictions for the Thanksgiving Day football games. There's no points, not me versus him. We're just gonna do our predictions, who we think are gonna win the Thanksgiving game. So go over the games there.
Okay. So this is for tomorrow, Thanksgiving. Chicago Bears, Detroit Lions. They're giving the Detroit Lions 3.5. What do you want?
I think, well, Detroit's not a bad team, but honestly, I think the Bears are gonna win. Even with the point differences, I think the Bears are going to win. What do you think?
Well, I'm going to tell you what, Detroit hasn't won a game yet this year. So, I'm going to take the 3.5 and go with Detroit. So you're taking Chicago?
You're going to go with Detroit.
I'm going to take Detroit. So Mike's got Chicago.
They haven't won a game yet, but they have a solid. They just got to put it together.
They haven't won a game yet.
They just got to put it together.
I don't know what's going on with Detroit, but
who's the quarterback for Detroit?
Goff.
They traded Jared Goff too.
They traded Stafford. They traded for Goff. They gave Stafford to the Rams and gave Goff to the Lions, and Goff stinks.
Yeah.
I think a lot has to do with coaching. Second game on the agenda is the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. They're giving the Raiders 7.5 points. Who do you like?
I'm going to take the Raiders. Dallas played very well last week, and they got Dak Prescott, a couple other big names, but I don't know. I've never been a fan of Dak Prescott. I feel like he's kind of overrated. He's good. He's a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong.
I admit you're right. I think he's overrated. He's not a $40 million a year quarterback.
No, not at all. He's a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong.
He is a good quarterback, but
I'm going to tell you this: he'll never win a Super Bowl.
He's old Tom Brady.
No one will ever be a Tom Brady. Like Patrick Mahomes, look at Patrick Mahomes. Oh, look at him. He's so great. He's this, that, and this. What is he?
You know the thing with Patrick Mahomes is, if you watch Patrick Mahomes, the guy feels like he's got to scramble every time. Every time he can't sit there and just pass the ball. He's got to scramble. Probably 70% of his pass plays, he ends up scrambling. And it's not because of a weak defensive line. It's because he thinks he has to do it, and he really doesn't. I think Patrick Mahomes has really got to mature a little bit. He'll be fine, but he's got to mature a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Las Vegas.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go
with a very close game, but I hope that Vegas pulls it off.
I'm going with the Cowboys because I think, as Mike said, Dallas didn't have a greatest game last week. They have a good team. I think they're going to come back. They'll come back very strong. In addition to that, the Raiders have had a lot of controversy this year. Gruden, and then they got Ruggs, and then another guy they cut, I forgot his name. You know, the Ruggs incident where he ended up smashing his car into another car and killing the people. So there's a lot of issues with the Raiders. I think they just want to get this year over with. They were having a good year, but there's too many incidents, and it looks like they just want to get the year over with. So I'll take the Cowboys. The third game is the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints, and they're giving the Saints 4.5 points.
I'm going to take the Bills. Bills have a solid team. They had a good team last year. I feel like the Saints aren't the same team without Drew Brees. He was the leader. He's the one who really led the team, carried the team when they needed it. So I'm going to take the Bills.
I agree with Mike. I'm taking the Bills because the Bills got smoked last week by Indianapolis, and the Bills are supposed to be
a good team,
the prominent team in the AFC East. But you know what? The New England Patriots are now in first place, baby. That's my team. But I'm going to go with the Bills too because I think they're going to make a comeback. I think they're going to smoke the Saints. They give the Saints 4.5, but I'm going to take the Bills as well. So, anyways, recap. Mike's taking the Chicago Bears over the Lions, giving the Lions 3.5. I'm taking the Lions. Las Vegas Raiders 7.5. Dallas Cowboys. Mike's taking the Raiders with a 7.5. I'm taking the Cowboys, and we're both taking the Buffalo Bills, giving New Orleans Saints 4.5. So that's our predictions for this week, and we hope to see you on the golf course soon.
And just to top it off, you have the Brooks Koepka versus
I forgot about that. Yes,
playing. So we're gonna do brief picks. I want Brooks. I'm gonna pick Brooks Koepka to win. I want him to win. I hope he wins. I feel like he's a more solid golfer overall better golfer than Bryson DeChambeau. He's won 4 majors. He's up. You know, Bryson DeChambeau. I just started hearing his name not even a year and a half ago.
Well, he's made a name for himself when he started bulking up, started getting involved in a long drive contest.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Brooks Koepka's won 4 majors, and yeah, he's probably the better golfer.
But
you know what? Here's the thing.
I feel like when he's playing against Bryson DeChambeau, he doesn't like him, so I think he's competitive.
Here's the thing, though. Here's my opinion.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Bryson DeChambeau is a very slow player. Brooks Koepka is a very fast player. Bryson DeChambeau is going to drive Brooks Koepka crazy with the pace of his play. So I'm taking Bryson DeChambeau simply because, not because of his talent, because he's going to take Brooks Koepka out of his game, out of his zone, simply because of his pace of play. That's where I'm taking Bryson DeChambeau. It's a 12-hole match at the Wynn Golf Course. They say the Wynn Golf Course can be very difficult at times. There's actually, I think there's like a 5 or 6 par 3s on it, but I'm not certain what the format is. I don't know if they're going to play the first 12 holes or skip around and play 12 different holes, or they go in order. But we'll find out on Friday. That match is going to be this Friday.
Right.
So,
What are like winning? Would they like bet money on it? Them or they go to charity or something?
well,
like
so I'm
that?
sure some money will go to charity. I'm sure each golfer is going to get a nice chunk of change too, because that's the incentive for them doing it. I mean, you'd like to think they do it just for charity, but I'm certain that maybe they will, and that would be great because it'd be a great charity event.
Yeah.
I hope it is. And anyways.
It's like the film versus Tiger thing, remember?
Yep, the Phil First Tigers, but they both made some money, and but charity. I'll tell you what, when it comes to PGA, charity always does well. They always make out. So whatever it is, I'm sure the PGA is one of the most charitable organizations in the world, and so I'm sure charity will make out like it should be.
All right.
But anyways, that's our show for today. I guess we're calling it a show. Wow, this could turn into a show.
That's our episode for today. Remember, hit that subscribe button. We got the giveaway going on. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna pick one lucky winner, and make sure you guys have a blessed and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And remember, a bad shot in golf gives you the opportunity to make a great shot. It gives you the opportunity to
Bounce back.
All right, guys, have a great Thanksgiving.